Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Copper Owl, bringing you a Lego Styx Garden update. Yes. So, as a joke, I've been making like minifigures of YouTubers I like, and it was it was just a thing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put instruction videos. And Styx Hexenhammer is a YouTuber I watch. Like, he's the news guy. I get his news stuff. I'm not into the occult stuff, but I'm into the news and everything. And he's a druid or a wizard. We must have our wizard duel. Wait a minute, I got the parts to make that. I can make the wizard duel. Anyway, so, but he has a garden. He has garden update videos, and so I built a little tiny garden using a little tiny base plate as for a joke, and then it just started getting bigger and bigger with Easter eggs and all that stuff until it took up an entire base plate and all that. So, and it also started putting like the actual things he was gardening in it and everything, and it's more like a future version of his garden. So, because I put things in there like the goat he wants and his chickens and everything and all that. So, I advertisement, buy the book, The Epic Cassie's Crossroads at authorhouse.com or barnesandnobles.com. What's Droidica doing here? It keeps falling over. You know, I should update the legs on my Droidica because they keep falling off and I did not anticipate that problem. Give me 1 second, gotta pause. Okay, before I go back on a tangent and everything and all that, because this little guy keeps causing me problems. I'm gonna update his legs. But anyway, let's get to the Styx figure. So, what did I do for Styx Hexenhammer? Well, I couldn't find a leather jacket that had a bare chest on it because he's known for doing that and everything, but he's doing it less and less now. So just give him a leather jacket with a shirt underneath it. Give him the skinny jeans, but give him the black boots. If you got any sort of pants with black boots, give it to him because he likes those goth like boots and everything. Before the face, I gave him Sly Boots or Sam Sinister, whichever, because they changed that figure's name. I also give him a little baggie, and I gave him the long. I think this is the hippies hair and everything. Yeah, that's Styx. He's a very simple figure, but the parts might be a little bit harder to find, considering these legs come from like a CMF figure, and even the face comes from like an older adventurers figure and all that. Another figure you have to have is Stolas, his guardian demon thing. So, because Stolas is a tall bird, it was very like, how do I build him? I considered getting the very rare Darth Maul legs so that I could use a regular minifigure torso, but I decided just to use the skeleton and the robot arms to make like this build. And you could use either the Chima head and mask, or you could use, and I think this is the better one that I use in my own figure, right? My own Copper Owl figure. You could use this Ninjago mask with the hat, and I think that looks a little bit better. It looks more like Stolas, but it kind of makes him look like he's scrunching down a bit because of how the mask is shaped. So it doesn't really work on a skeleton torso that well. But also, it's like I only got 2 of these, and I'm using them for 2 other figures. So it's a little bit of a shame. But yeah. And I give them orange hands just to be like, they stand out a little bit more. The other figure you're going to want for this is Wasted Bonehead, one of his regular commenters in his shows. It's like a recurring joke, and I used on my. This one's a little bit harder as well because that torso is from a Build-A-Fig. So any like skeleton torso should work. I was even using a skeleton for a little while, but since I got that torso, I decided, you know what, I'm going to use this instead. And we need more like skeleton pirate figures, but yeah. Because it just looks like he's like just coming out of a tomb. And the last figure, the minifigure you need, is, well, not second to last actually. Sigil Stone, another commenter who gets into a constant fight with Wasted Bonehead in the comment section. This is a recurring joke. And because Sigil Stone's PFP online is like a rock with some cracks in it, I just I picked this Nexonite figure to be Sigil Stone. And I gave him the shovel because, as you can see all the turds, that's a recurring joke that he puts turds on Wasted Bonehead's mausoleum. And Styx also would like manure. So the last figure, I gave him Roger. But any battle droid will work. Why? Because his fans are called clankers, just like battle droids. And online, whenever the clanker army rises, people will post a gif of the battle droids deploying. So, any battle droid is essentially a clanker. And you could probably put more battle droids in here working on the farm. And all that. And so, those are your 5 figures you need to complete the look of the set. My goodness, this droid also falls apart a lot. Like this dark orange color is just really bad for connections. But anyway, so let's get on to the actual build. So I put a rabbit because rabbits come into his garden. And I put several chickens, as you can see right here. Again, you can put him anywhere. And he wants a goat. So, of course, you get yourself the goat. And he wants a really, really dumb goat. So, it probably would be better just to put it next to the chicken coop. Like, right there. And a mole. Yes, this piece was a little bit of a problem to get, but he keeps having problems with moles. So you got to put a mole in there. I would get a fox, but there's no fox figure. Because foxes tend to get into his garden as well. He doesn't have a scarecrow, but I put a scarecrow in there just to be nice. We got his potatoes, we got some radishes. I don't think he's actually growing those. But these are from the Minecraft farms. So I had a couple of them, and I just did that because it's a very recognizable build. And the farm patches themselves are just brown plates with the gray around the side because he puts bricks on the side. And I did consider putting bars along the side to be the little fencing to keep the moles out and all that. But I decided against it because I forgot to buy the bars. So these are some other various plants. You could say it's carrots and all that stuff. And I put pumpkins in there. Though he's not growing pumpkins, I have plenty of the pumpkin pieces, and I just wanted to put those in there. But he's kind of like a Halloween type of guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he grew pumpkins one day. And his herbs and lettuces and everything. There you go. Just cluster these all together, and it looks really nice. Even though they're actually one step apart from each other, but you just put it in a certain way, except for this one. It just looks really nice and cluttered. And I got a little Easter egg right there. Just some alchemy type of herb. So it looks different. These are cotton, because I believe he wanted to grow cotton. So I made little cotton bushes. And I saw a picture of a flower he had, so I put the right there. Next to the chicken coop I built for him. Various mushrooms of different sizes because his mom makes glow-in-the-dark. Were they glow-in-the-dark or were they light mushrooms? I think they were lights. So that's why I put those mushrooms there. And these actually glow-in-the-dark. I used to glow-in-the-dark pieces for them. And lastly, we have Sigil Stone's mausoleum. Now, I was going to put a roof on it, but I decided against it because I want to show off the interior. Which I put a little bed that Sigil Stone could sleep on. And a toilet right next to it with a turd in it. And I put turds all over the place because, not Sigil Stone, Wasted Bonehead's mausoleum. Sigil Stone is putting the turds all over the place. The door works, and he will be able to sleep on the bed. He fits perfectly on it. It's more like a prison cell. That's what I thought was funny about it. And there we go. And we have his little plants and all that. For don't they have a name? The plants, the little pots that sit next to the graves. And I put a little cobblestone path for it as well to make it look a little nicer. And these are the various crates and sacks of coal he has, because he does the whole biochar thing. So he has various things of those, so that's what I put those on. And this right here is his rototiller. It doesn't actually spin or anything, but it's a rototiller. So yeah, it's like, if anything, if this was more accurate, it would look more like this and that. But I have all these plant pieces, so I just wanted to use them and everything. But that's the Lego Styx garden. Very simple build, very simple mock, and it just lets me use a bunch of parts. I had plenty of extras that I had originally planned for various things and that I never did use for. And all of this just for a little joke Easter egg thing. And it's probably has encouraged me to make vignettes of other figures and all that, like Razor Fist. I want to make a Razor Fist. Well, I have a figure of him, but I'm thinking maybe I could do something with his figure. Something that's pretty cool, like make a BattleTech pod. What were they called? I think they are called just BattleTech pods. And have that for him. Like, just make a little tiny scene for him and all that. Because or if they make a Firebird, just give him a Firebird in Lego. So, but anyway, thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a nice day. Oh, I should put Stola's back up. You all have a nice day. Bye-bye. Get back up there. There you go. You all have a nice day. Bye-bye.